Hello and welcome to my new video. I am Mister.M and today I will show you a double-sided piston door with the measurements 6 by 5 blocks. Well, before I start the video, I just quickly want to tell you this door is heavily inspired by the design of the YouTuber Headlock, and I will link his video down in the description. First link. Well, I'm just quickly going to show you the door. Here, the door, as you see, I push the button, normal sliding door, it opens, then I go through it, push the button again, and as you see now, it is double-sided. I am personally not aware of another door which is double-sided and is going up and down from underneath, from underground. Because as you see, all the main bulk is all underneath here. The video that I mentioned had a similar design, but all of this was above the door, so the door was going down, not up. So I made design myself to bring all this bulk down under the ground. Well, now let's see what we will need. All the materials in this chest are the absolute minimum for what you will need to build this door. The obsidian is a stand-in for just any immovable block, and the wool is just building material which we place our redstone upon. Everything other is, as I said, the absolute minimum you need to build the door. It can vary based on how you want to activate the door or anything else. But this is what you absolutely minimally will need. Well, I would say let's start building. Just pick your spot, make a hole, our new rocks, 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then put slime here, and observer in the middle, which looks at the middle. On the opposite side the same. Take a little bit of redstone and run it through the middle. Then we take our sticky piston. One is facing upwards, here facing upwards. Then right next to it facing downwards. Facing downwards. We put the slime block here. Put the slime blocks here and here. Here we put an extra slime block, and here we put an extra slime block. And so which looks outwards, and on top the slime block we just placed. And on the other side we do exactly the same. Then 2 sticky pistons on top. Now you may ask, why do you do it like that? Why don't we place this observer right next to the other one? Well, let me quickly show you. I've prepared here a little something. Here we have 2 flying machines. The one is exactly the design we used with our little L formation, as you see. And the other one is just, like I said, the 2 observers right next to each other. And as you will see, as soon as I push this button, the left one will fly up, while the right one stays on the ground. Well, why is this? Because this observer right here, this one, activates this piston underneath. So as you will see when I push the button again, this piston fires 2 times and this makes it immovable. So this piston, which gets activated at the same time, cannot pull this downwards thing up. While this one has the observer up here, so it cannot power this piston. So let's bring it down to the ground again, and as you will see, as soon as I push the button, it just flies away, no problem. So that's why you use it like that. Now let's get back to building. Oh, let's continue on. Now for the platform that will move our actual door. Here, 2 by 2 slime blocks, next to it 2 by 2 honey blocks, then 2x3 honey blocks and 2x3 slime blocks. We will put the observers on the outside, so they face outwards, and on the other side the same, and in the middle a few sticky pistons, just like that. And underneath we need to put a few another immovable blocks. Each of these 4 segments needs to be blocked, it cannot get any lower. So let's put one here, let's put one here, let's put one here, and as you would see, this observer would be blocked if we put an immovable block here, which cannot happen because it needs to be able to move past those immovable blocks. So we put it here. Sorry. So now a few of you may ask, this design looks a bit bulky, isn't it other design? Well, I actually prepared something for that too. As you see here, we have on the right our slightly bulkier design, which we use, and on the left, this design would actually work if you turn the whole thing 180 degrees, so it looks downwards, but it looks upwards, and well, I just let it speak for itself. I push the button and as you see, it's completely obliterates itself. It just does not work. Well, here's our design, and if I push the button, look at the blocks, they all move one block upwards, and when we would pull the thing down, they all get moved down. Well, this is a problem that they get completely down, but I will provide the fix for that later in the video, so let's get back to building. So, now we're back here. Let's just build the actual door. Here, what's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 honey blocks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slime blocks. And then we just alternate them like a check pattern. This needs to be along the whole door, otherwise the blocks would stick to one another and the whole thing could not fly. So just this little thing and up, and it will work just fine. So then we will use just quickly the steep slab bricks to cover the sides. They are actually important for the door itself. So we build them in now. You can obviously decorate the door with anything you want. It just needs to be a movable block and it will work. But let's make it like this. And here some obsidian, which will in our case be the floor. So then we build the ceiling, because otherwise the whole flying machine would fly up to an oblivion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one on top. Just build it all up. Just put a little ceiling on top. It needs to cover every one of the sticky blocks down here, because they individually could get a bit up and that would destroy the mechanism, but like it is now, it should perfectly work. So let's just take a button and start the whole thing. As you see, it flies up. Here is the gap we left for the observer, and the whole thing is now closed. So now we will use our red wool. Just don't hear anything actually. Put it all here, and we build a ring around it. Here will the redstone be going. I just quickly will destroy these observers again, so I can put the redstone here without destroying the door. And then observers back into the place. And we put quickly a button up here. And you will see the button, it will go down, but after that, as you see here, I did make a mistake. I put the wool too close to the door. Just quickly will fix that. I leave that bit in, but I will just cut and repair the door again. So I quickly repaired the door. Now I can actually show what I wanted to show you. Just quickly make it close again and open it again. As you see here, now we have spacing, it doesn't break. But as you see here, the door gets down to the pistons, which cannot happen because then these pistons cannot push it themselves anymore actually, because then the flying machine will get stuck. So we just need to clear here underneath everything. Build that quickly up at the top. And then I will show you the fix for this problem. Well, we just go here, 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 and we place just a normal piston here. We do this for all the blocks because they can all get pulled down, and then we do the exact same thing on the other side. Just a normal piston and along the actual door. So now this is what we need the blue wool for. Along those pistons we make just a little ring thing. We just steal from the line up here. 2, 3. And then we can put some there, close the redstone circle and get all the pistons working. Important for this is we need on each side 9 repeaters with the full 4 ticks delay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't wonder, it isn't exactly mirrored because the door has no real middle. So if I would now push the button down here again to make the whole thing close and then push the button up here to make the whole thing open, and you will see the pistons will go right in the right moment and this door is usable. Well, you see there's the pistons misfired at the start. This is just because I have a button here. So if we now connect those 2 redstone lines with one another, just down here, make a little staircase so we can run the redstone up again. And make it here like that. And put the button here. Just the whole thing down. Just for safety, we can put a repeater here. Run the redstone along here, and you will need to put a repeater here. but now we have the two buttons connected to one another. The whole thing closes and the whole thing opens. And the best thing about that, we didn't even need any kind of T flip-flop or something. It's just really a simple button because of the observers. Well, as you see, the whole door works. You can now decorate it any kind you want. And this was my tutorial. Leave a like, leave a comment if you like. You can subscribe if you want. It won't bring anything because I am not planning on making any other videos. I just stumbled upon this and decided it would be a nice tutorial for you all. So, until never, I think. Bye.